Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, Nigerians, please, I want to ask Una, Abi Una know here the news where the federal government, this failed federal government, announced that 18 years, under 18 years will not write JAMB and WAEC, and everybody's keeping mute. This analysis from Arise Television, everyone should be sharing it.
There is no advantage. We talk as if we are suffering from one form of selective amnesia. People will always say things to support whatever they think. It's their opinion. When has it become a problem that a Nigerian child is qualified to enter university when so long as it's below 18? That is not the problem. Do you know what the problem is? The problem is that we have 18.3 million Nigerian children that are out of school. We don't have a minister who is filled with gusto, who is carrying out spirited moves in the media to finding solution to that. His problem, his headache, is that the Nigerian child is too brilliant, and so he has to be stifled. He has to be held down because he has to attain a certain age before he goes to university. And then I'm happy that the respectable madam over there says she's not speaking from the standpoint of research. She doesn't have any data about whether there are miracle centers. She doesn't have data about exceptionally gifted Nigerian students that they want to deprive of their right to growth. You think the idea that a child is able to pass exams because when he's 14, the exams that adults could not pass, but he passed out at 14, you think it's because he did exam malpractice? No, it's as a result of discipline that many adults don't have. You think that age is a matter, you think that it determines maturity? People put in a whole lot of parents that we know put in a whole lot to discipline their children, whereas others don't. And then the ones who learn, who are able to express themselves, we in Africa, it's our joy to hold them down as if we hate our children. We keep on having stories, at least make recommendations that, it is proper for the children to go to school when they attain 18, but don't come and make it compulsory. Don't come and impose it. Initially, they said it was a matter of law. I asked, which law? So you have to turn the JAMB Act upside down to be able to find out that a minister can give directives. So we have agreed it's a directive. So, Honorable Minister, what is your problem? What do you have against Nigerian students or children if they are brilliant enough? Madam, again, I ask you in more pointed terms, which miracle centers produce children? Miracle centers are for people who have failed, mainly adults. We are dealing with a situation where our girls don't go to school, but they can be married off on underage, and our boys are more interested in business, incubation, and they don't go to school. We're dealing with real issues, and then you are telling me that Nigerian children should be held down. You keep mentioning other countries that they have a minimum. Look, if you mention countries, please say it in wholesome terms. The point is that it is recommended that a child goes to school at a certain age, but if there are exceptions to it, and it is with the children pass exams in very exceptional terms. Don't forget that we are in this country, and the legal minimum for entry into university in this country for a very long time has been 16 years. It was changed when the federal government adopted the 6334 system, and the idea was to de-emphasize the white-collar jobs so that persons who graduate from JS3 can go and do vocational work, not necessarily because there was anything wrong for a 16-year-old to get into school. Why do we deceive ourselves? And we always do these things in a politically correct manner. We have something else in our mind, but we come and say, it is a matter of law. It's no longer a matter of law. It's a matter of preference that we are against our children. Please, I will recommend very strongly to the Honorable Minister to listen to the highly respected Afe Babalawa SAN in his article in the Tribune, where with a lot of wisdom, advising the federal government not to go too far. Look at ASU. ASU is now cherry picking and being politically correct. One way they will say, we need university autonomy. We should determine the fate of how our university, the standards of how our university should operate. So before that, it is the Senate of the universities that make recommendation as to the legal minimum age of entrance. Today, it is now a federal matter. I see the federal government does not have enough issues to bother. You wonder why we talk about issues of true federalism? So we are now going to take away the right of University Senate to determine whether the age of a child to enter university, even when he's exceptionally brilliant. We have data, statistics of young children who enter the university at 14, turn out at 20, they are graduates. They are medical doctors, some of them are professors. But in Africa, and particularly Nigeria, that leads the way back on a backward reverse terms, is to keep those children there until they are recruited to become child soldiers. Look, my critics tell me that I get emotional about these issues, but because I can't understand why a country, a president, a minister will sit down, leave 18 million children that are not in school, and then now begin to bother himself why children who are qualified to go to school should not go, but they should go and play, they should go and be watching video games and doing all sorts of things. What a country, for goodness sake. But look, we should tell ourselves the truth, and not say in semantic manner and then come and justify one sort of things that's against our children. That's wrong.
That is the perfect truth. I cannot add to it. I cannot remove from it. These people who are bent on targeting school children, smart children who could write their WAEC or JAMB under 18, they are banning them as if that is the problem of educational system in Nigeria. Whereas there are millions of out of school children, they are not interested in how they are going to attain good education. Now to Nigerians, when I don't see them, that there is nothing good. Everything that this government is bent on achieving is anti-people, anti-progressive. I think that is what APC means. Anti-People's Congress. Anything that is against the people or their progress, that is the ideology of APC and on this government. And that is the truth. It's unfortunate when I see people still wearing their insignia and their failed broom. Instead of using that same broom to sweep them out, people are still drumming up support for them. Well, in the Edo State, very soon it will, or Charger, you people will decide though, if you like, allow security operatives or criminal elements that they are going to mobilize certainly to disrupt your election and to rig your elections. My dear, it is fight for all. It's better you fight that ground and make sure you secure your vote and free yourself from APC. Hey, that one is one. Then PDP, to me, is not an option. You can make your choice. But as far as I'm concerned, look at the candidate before you cast your vote. Because I will not come here to start crying foul of bad governance after you have made your mistake and committed your blunder. If you want to ask, go and ask in the Imo State how they are feeling it. I'm just an advocate for good governance. I just want to bring this one to you. Please, what is your take? Drop it on the comment section. Let me have your opinion on this. Bye-bye for now.